I think that might be part of the issue. Because I was like, I was clicking the button and I was like, nothing's happening. Are we live or not? All right, cool. So now we're live, and I can like change tabs and stuff, and nothing's happening. All right, cool. Oh, I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming the wrong thing. Okay, so it does change tab. No matter what I do, it's gonna change tabs with it. So be it. That's fine. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Happy to have you here, Brian. Hello. Just to clarify with everyone here, in case anyone missed it, I skipped all the way back to the beginning. Hold on, let me get to qualifying. All right, just so everyone is aware, because I don't want there to be any more confusion. We are not starting the race early. It is still an hour from now. This is just for speculation, for fun. We're just messing around. Exactly, and if there are any questions anyone would like to ask us to discuss, you're more than welcome to. But we have our own topic. So RJ, we're gonna go ahead and start with you. The first question that I have written down is Aston Martin. Do you think they are going to be a dream team or a bust? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. I agree, and I'm very excited to see how the two of them do together on a team together. Because when everyone saw them together, they're like, whoa, hold on, that team's gonna be too good. They're gonna be too good. Like there was so much freaking out in the server. It was actually kind of hilarious. I mean, Stack on his lonesome had two wins last season, and Devil also had two, I think. Yeah, he had two. He had two in a pole position. They can't hear RJ. Uh, RJ, keep talking. Maybe if I turn myself down. So just so you know, the gameplay screen is muted. You shouldn't be able to hear that, but RJ, you should be able to hear just fine. Maybe if I turn myself down. So just so you know, the gameplay screen is muted. You should. Hmm. All right, try it. Try it now. Okay, maybe I need to just set up a new thing. I'll set up an audio capture instead. Audio input capture. Oh no, not that, not that. Delete that. Sorry about that, guys.
We'll start from the beginning in a minute.
Yeah. Right, because that would really suck. Because you guys still can't hear him, right? Okay, good. So I just had to change. I had to change it from just in general Discord to you. Okay, so as you were, I apologize. Sorry about that, guys. Just please let me know if you can actually hear. Like, I mean, obviously you can hear him, but let me know if the sound is. Or we did. Okay, now I'm gonna play. I'm gonna mute my own mic. RJ, you just keep saying nonsense. I'm gonna mute my own mic. Hold on.
in real life. So, front row, McLaren. Ferrari, a bit disappointing with their lack of pace. I expected them to be fighting for pole. Oh, you're back. Oh, I think I can hear myself.
Yep, got you working.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I had to make a whole new thing just to get you to pop up.
Hey.
I think you might be.
Thank you, Ant-Man.
Yes, Ant-Man. Thank you. Seriously.
I think we've got it all sorted out now.
Yeah, we do. And guys is asking if we start. We're not. Okay, just so everyone knows, very closely. Okay, we are not starting the race any later than 5 minutes after. We're not waiting 2 minutes, 10 minutes. We're not waiting 15. We're starting the race 5 minutes after, no matter what. If you have to join late, you will join late. But we are not delaying the race. But anyway. Aston Martin, dream team or bust, as you were.
Okay, Aston Martin, I think they are obviously going to be a dream team because you've got two very quick drivers. Both of them have 2 wins each under their belts from last season, and they're just really quick drivers. They're nearly at all the races that they've needed to attend, and I'm excited just to see them do well this season and score lots of points.
I agree, and what I was trying to say earlier before we did the whole sound thingamajig was that Stack and AMS Devil, who are the team Aston Martin, in case anyone was wondering, they both have 2 wins under their belt, and they've been very successful and strong in every race they've done, like RJ was saying, and I 100% agree that they will be a dream team. I'm just very curious about McLaren and if they're going to be able to keep up with them. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, another thing to note is that AMS Devil has only raced in 2 races, and in both of those races, he has won.
Right.
So that's why I think he is a big contender for lots of points and even the championship, in my opinion.
And by a pretty decent margin as well. It wasn't like he was winning by like 5 seconds. He was winning by like 10 to 15 seconds. I mean, he was basically Max Verstappen.
I can see the correlation.
But now, Aiden is going to be missing this race. He's missing the first race of the season. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't really matter. It's just he's on a new team. Last season, as you can actually see on the screen, he was on Alpine with Dwint. But this season, he's with Joe Clark in Williams. So will Joe Clark be able to hold things down in Williams with his teammate missing?
Well, at the end of last season, Joe Clark did fantastically with his driving. At the start, it was a bit like, he's not up to par at the moment. He's not like fighting up there, nearly just behind the podiums and things like that. But now he clearly is with that those top finishes with Brian near the end of the season. He was doing fantastically and trying to chase that championship. Unfortunately, they didn't get that Constructors' Championship, but I still think he did a fantastic job at the end of the season. So I'm excited to see Joe Clark do some more, and I think Aiden is a pretty good teammate as well. He was, I think, was he 3rd in the Drivers' Championship?
Yes, he was. 87 points.
Yep. And that is big. You've got a teammate as like that. Joe was teammates with Brian before, and I think they can both still do as good as a job as last season.
100%.
And I believe that both of them can have some really good form this season and probably be up there in the Constructors.
It's important to note also that Aston Martin only lost last season, lost the Constructors' Championship by 10 points. And they were behind Dr. Bod Silver. Dr. Bod had 132 points on his lonesome, but Brian had 121 points, and Joe Clark put up 38. Joe Clark put up more points on his team than Silver did and Mercedes. Like that just really puts things into perspective. And Joe Clark also got better as the season went on. I believe his first podium came in Austria, and I feel like even leading up to that point, he just slowly even though leading up to that position, he just slowly got better and better. And I think this is the season where he would really start to shine.
I would very much agree with that.
Now, here is an interesting one. Hold on, let me skip ahead so they don't have to watch the safety car period. Something that I thought was very interesting that I wanted to talk about was that Doc Main, who was Magster's teammate in Red Bull this season. He was a reserve driver. He proved he held his own last season. He had some pretty decent finishing positions, especially for a reserve and an unknown reserve at that. But how do you think his performance will be heading into this season?
Well, his first race was in Baku, I believe, and they did an amazing job. They they got
place.
like in the top 7, 6.
5th place.
So 5th place, yeah, that's amazing for a first race. So they've clearly got the pace. I don't think they had as good of a race in Imola, but we can forget about that at the moment. But we can clearly see that they've got good pace to fight for mid-range finishing positions. But you never know, they might have improved over this little break we've had between seasons. And I'm excited to see them in a full-time seat and see where they are at the end of the season.
Agreed. And also, it's just something to mention. I'm pretty sure every race that Document has been in, that he's finished, he's gotten points. I'm like
very
90%
important.
sure.
That is very, very crucial because this grid is pretty much full. I'm expecting nearly full lobbies this season, so it's good that they're consistent scoring points.
Speaking of consistent scoring points, let's talk about our defending World Drivers' Championship driver, Dr. Bod. He is on a brand new team as well, and he is partnering with Beaksy in the RB Cash App car. Now, will he be able to defend his championship? Is my question, because I don't remember Beaksy being as strong of a driver as Silver was he?
Well, I noticed that Beaksy at the start of the season wasn't that good. I think they retired a few times after being lapped or something like that. But at the end of the season, they were well within the points and things. So I was really impressed with them. They quite shocked me in qualifying, especially later on in the season. So I think Dr. Bod is probably helping Beaksy get faster. And I think both of them are going to do a great job in the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls team.
But will he be able to defend his championship?
Dr. Bod is a fantastic driver, as you can see, as he won the championship by, well, he had an extra race before he had a race spare, which he didn't need because he won the championship in the penultimate race. I think he's a fantastic driver. I think he can defend this championship this season. I think he will have to put up a fight to get this championship, but I think he has the ability to get the championship again.
Now, this is something I thought was interesting too, and I wanted to mention this briefly because I'm pretty sure. Actually, never mind. Look, RBR Magster, the league's co-owner, our amazing graphic designer, which please check out her graphics if you guys haven't gotten. The thumbnail of this video is a piece of one of her graphics. They are absolutely incredible. Shout out to Magster. Thank you very much for everything you do. We appreciate you. But now, she has not been in a competition with this much, with this many people since when season 5.5 had tiers. Like, just think about that.
Yes,
that is a decent amount of time. And look, she's been racing. She was here in season 6 and 7. Also, she's been here since the beginning. She's faced all kinds of different talent, but the last 2 seasons she's only been racing 2 to 3 people, which is not the same thing as 20. Where do you think she's going to compare with everyone else on the grid?
Well, I think it's going to be a learning curve at the start. I think people will. They might get overwhelmed with the amount of people at the start, but I feel like as the season will go on, they'll get used to it again. Like, it's not something new, it's just something that's coming back from a year or two ago. But I think I don't know if Magster will be as good as the talent we have at the moment, but I'm excited to see them probably scoring points at some occasions, probably trying to get some few points for their teams, and I'm excited to see if they've improved since season 5.5.
That's something I wanted to mention also, is that they definitely have. I know Magster has in the beginning. I feel like it was kind of rough. I know from experience, because I was teammates with her. Like, she was beating me, and we still weren't we weren't scoring like 90 points in a season. We weren't doing anything crazy. But seeing how far they've come, and just, I don't know, I'm just very excited to see what she can do. She's got a couple championships under her belt, and I really want her to do well, and I'm hoping that she will. But someone
I hope
else,
so too.
someone else that hasn't raced. Excuse me, I apologize. Someone else that hasn't raced in a big structure in a minute is Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Yes,
very
Ant-Man.
curious, because I'm gonna read you the question exactly how I have it written down. Ant-Man, I promise I don't mean any offense by the way this question is worded. I'm just exactly how it was. How much do you think Ant-Man has truly improved since his collision-filled 5.5 season?
Collision field. I would agree with that, because I went through a lot of the reports for that season. Ant-Man, been racing on F123 and now is moving to F124 quite late compared to the others, so they're going to be at a disadvantage naturally already.
Right.
But I believe that I think he was in the F123 league. He won the championship and was battling quite close with Magster, so I believe that he can do just as well in this next league. I think he got some tips and training from some of our F124 people as well, and I think that their racecraft has hopefully improved, that they stop getting into accidents and know when to not go for it and when to go for it. So I've got a lot of faith in Ant-Man, that they have improved their racing ability, and I'm excited to see it in the coming races. I'm going to keep an eye on him.
Absolutely.
A very eagle eye.
Something I know for sure as a fact is Ant-Man has been getting mentored by Brodo. I actually popped in on them, or not popped in on. I actually saw them training together in a VC one time, and they've done it a couple times after the races as well. So I'm very excited to see what he's learned. I'm excited to see how much his speed has increased also, because that was something else he was dealing with. Not just his racecraft, but his pace. And I think his pace has gotten better. To catch up to Magster and ultimately beat her in the championship the way that he did is impressive, especially since Magster has been on F123 since it came out, But moving on. Speaking of a dream team, well, that was actually a couple topics ago, but Reese and Silver are going to be together this season. Do you think they're going to be a sneaky good team, meaning like a team that no one's really expecting to be super good, but they could be?
Well, I think they're good drivers. They've been here for a while. Well, Reese has missed quite a last season for quite a while, but I think they're experienced. They know how a lot of these drivers drive. They know how aggressive some people are and how not aggressive some other people are. I think they can use that experience to aid them. And I think Reese, one of his best tracks is Australia, by my knowledge. So I have a lot of high hopes that he can finish quite high in this race. I don't know about Silver, but Silver's been struggling with this game quite a lot. The F124 handling.
Agreed.
It's just a matter of dialing in and just understanding how they need to get faster and things, which I hope that Silver will. do. So I'm not expecting too much from them at this current moment. But if I start seeing something, it's going to be very surprising, I think, to me, because I don't expect them to be fighting for wins at this stage. I expect them to be midfield kind of area. But we'll see. We'll see how they do, and I'm excited to see just how well they can surprise me.
I'm hoping that Silver will start to pick up some of the momentum he was gaining at towards the end of the season, because I feel like he was another driver similar to Joe Clark. He was another driver that started to show signs of improvement, and he started getting more points finishes. And we mentioned this earlier. Silver did have less points than Joe Clark. I'm only using him for comparison because they were very close together, but they were separated by like 4 or 5 points or so. Not Joe Clark.
Yep.
Silver had 35 points in that season. So even with the struggles and everything we mentioned, he completed 13 races and still managed to get 35 points. That's a pretty good, that's a pretty decent season, especially with how things were going at the start. He was driver of the day once. He did all this. Yeah, he had. I think he had a decent season. And Reese it says he only did one race. I think he did like 2, but whatever.
He did one race.
He did one. Okay, I don't remember
He only
entirely.
did finale.
Oh, he did. You're right. Okay, I apologize. That's my mistake. But yes.
And Reese was disqualified from it for too many penalties.
Okay.
But let's not mention that. Please, new clean slate.
Yeah, new clean slate.
Season, it's been like a month. I'm excited to see less penalties to their name.
And it's not fair to judge him off of that one race because he's raced here before, and I know he's
Plus,
definitely better than that.
It is Imola. It is a difficult track with track limits, and they've had plenty of practice over this month to get better at that particular thing. So I'm excited.
Agreed.
And I know Australia is a track that Reese does love, so I'm excited.
Now let's talk about this Joker. Joe Clark. We do have predictions for the constructors. We have the entire thing planned out. That's going to come later. We have 2 more questions I wanted to get through, and then we were going to go through our lists. The first of the 2 questions is, let's talk about this Joker Devil, because this actually just happened earlier today. This wasn't even on the original list, but I heard him say this, and I wanted to know what your thoughts on it. Devil says he's going to start on pole and win by 20 seconds. Like, I just wanted to make sure the league knows this, because if he crashes in the first turn or something like that, that would be the funniest bit of karma I have ever seen in the history of F1.
Do not do that on purpose. This
Please don't.
Do not do that on purpose.
But my question to you would be, how many races do you think he's going to win this season, just in general? Because if he thinks he's just going to destroy that to me, that comment says I'm just going to destroy everyone. You know, so it just makes. I think
Devil is well in his capability to do something like that. They have a 100% win rate in this league at the moment. They joined for 2 races and won both of those races by quite a margin. So I wouldn't take it away from him. I'd say you're fully in your right to have that arrogance, or should I say confidence in yourself. So I'm excited if they can back up their words. But I'd fully expect them that they could.
But that's something else that's important to mention also. They were only 2 races. And I mean, yes, I get it. 2 races by a significant margin. First place both times. Pole both times, I believe, as well. But they were only 2 races. I mean, think about Brodo, who's actually the next topic. Brodo has had very good races and then also very bad races, you know? Every driver does that. Brian has won 2 races and then gone from first place to like 8th. So I mean, I don't think that it's just guaranteed that he's just going to dominate the championship like he and a lot of people think he will. Now, I'm not trying to discredit him. I'm not trying to be the I don't know what the word is for the person that's always trying to be different, but I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm just saying I
Mhm.
really don't think he's got it like you guys think he does, and I need him to prove it because 2 races doesn't say a whole
Mhm.
lot to me anyway.
Mhm. See, to me, it says a lot. uh, what I want to see from Devil, though, is some good will-to-will battling. Though I don't feel like I've seen them do much of that, so I'm excited to see their racecraft abilities when fighting with other people. That's the one thing I want to see this season.
True, that I agree with also because I mean we got a
Because
very
raw
no go ahead.
pace, MS Devil is like just really like one of the best in this league, or the
Absolutely.
best in this league on raw pace. But will racing, I need to see some of that to know if they can have as good as ability in that as well.
We got a very small piece of that in Imola, if you remember, because it was something like I feel like Ash
Hmm.
was it Ash or was it Doctor Bot? I
Yeah.
think it was
Yes, it
Ash.
was Ash, I think.
Ash was leading and then started to he picked up some wing or rear wing damage, one of the two, and started to slow down. And we kind of got a bit of wheel to wheel from AMS Devil, but
Hmm.
Ash was going so slowly it was hard to really tell who was
Hmm.
who was really the faster driver in that moment because I just wonder like if Ash didn't have that wing damage would he have been faster than Devil, but now is Ash's time to prove it, show us what he can do.
Hmm.
He needs to have a better season too also, but anyway, let's talk about Ash's teammate very quickly. Brodo, I'm sorry, you're gonna hate this one,
Former
but
teammate.
former teammate, yes, former teammate. Brodo is actually pairing with someone else who hasn't been racing consistently in a minute. That's Bread.
Hmm.
Happy to see him back
Red, season 1 champion.
by a
I raced with
ridiculous
them
margin.
many times.
Ridiculous. um, but the final
I've enjoyed
question,
racing with them quite a lot.
yeah, you guys had some incredible battles, and I would know because I watched you guys do it while you laughed at
I
me. But anyway,
remember Spain season 2. That was a good race. Unfortunately, I spun out and hit the barriers at the end of it on the last lap. I think it was
yeah, and I
long time
remember
ago. That was on 22. I think.
it was still on
F1
22
22.
because we were on 22 up until season 3, I think.
Mhm.
I also remember
Sometimes.
when you, Bread, and that Christoph guy kept getting into collisions at Austria. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I think Brett spun me around in Austria,
I think he did.
if
I
I
don't think
remember
that was
correctly. Yeah,
Christoph. I'm pretty sure that was Bread.
that was the first race of the season. Oh, the memories, the memories.
Oh, it's beautiful. This league is a beautiful thing. But
In that
anyway,
season, I won the championship as well.
you did. And then the next season, Chris came in and he went buck
Hmm.
wild. But look,
Yep.
Brodo, that team, Brodo's team last season was Brodo and Ash. They were the talk of the league. Everyone thought they were going to be super dominant.
Hmm.
They were going to take over the league. They finished in fourth place last season with 112 points, which
Yep.
isn't bad, but that's nowhere near where people expected them to
Hmm.
go. And he just had terrible luck. I mean, just horrible. So my
Yep.
question to you is, will Brodo's bad luck carry into season 8?
Um, Brodo is the most unluckiest person I've ever met in racing. Um, unless he's done some spiritual cleansing where he's getting rid of all the bad luck around him. I think he will continue to have that bad luck. But hopefully I'm proven wrong. Hopefully he has shooed away that bad luck that's hanging around him.
Spiritual cleansing is insane. On the contrary, I think he's gonna have a good season.
Hmm.
I do.
I hope they do.
I feel like the past 2 seasons have been really rough for him. Because season 5 was like, I feel like season 5 was the start of it, and then 5.5. I don't even know. I don't remember if he was really here for 5.5. I think
He was there for 5.5.
So you won that one too,
I
though.
just remember. I remember him joining, doing a few laps, and then DNFing.
Yeah. So really,
Eventually,
it definitely started in 5 then, in season 5. And I
it
feel like it's
definitely
been
started.
But season 8 is a clean slate. I mean, clean slate,
Yes,
new
clean slate.
team, a team. I don't even think he's been on this team for the league before. Yeah, no, he definitely has not. Completely new team, new teammate. He's never been with Bread before. A lot of new talent in the league. I think this could be Brodo's season. This could be, or at least the season he looks better than he has, because it really hasn't been his fault. I mean, that's just the truth. But
Well, in some cases, yes. Some cases, no.
I feel like it was definitely more
Sometimes it's
unlucky.
just a matter. Yeah, I agree with that, but sometimes it is their own fault as well. But I believe Brodo has the pace to do very well. If he wasn't doing that well in qualifying either. He needs to
Mm-mm.
improve on that as well. If he just gets all of that sorted out, he's like one of the best drivers in this league.
Oh, there's no
I would
question he's
say.
one of the best. There's no question. I'd
I
say
want to
his
see him winning again. That's what I want to see.
absolutely his finishing position last season, or not just his finishing position, his position in the league overall is extremely misleading to the kind of driver he actually is. Because he got seventh, he tied with Dwint, barely beat Joe Clark. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, that is a very misleading. You know,
Yeah, I would agree.
I think he has it in
Because
him.
I
I don't.
think I think Brodo is just as good as someone like Brian.
Absolutely. In some cases, he's driven better than Brian. Um,
Yes, I would agree, and sometimes not. But it's just a matter of getting away from accidents. I think it's mainly because of starting near the middle, where all of them are condensed at the start of the race, and
right.
just gets caught up in those, and then gets wing damage or something like that along those lines. As we can see, Brian's just won by 8 seconds on the screen.
Yeah. Okay, I'm about to pull up the.
Brodo got P4 this race.
Yeah, he
That
did.
race. Well done for him.
I'm trying to.
I expect to see more of that.
I should have just pulled up the other race I had open. I think if I just type in finale, it should pop up. It did not pop up. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Let me pull up the other VOD. But now we are going to go ahead and discuss what you guys have been waiting for.
Ooh.
Let's talk about. Actually, let's not pull up the highlights. I'm just going to go to the actual race. Didn't we live stream it here? Yeah, we did. Okay. I was about to say, I could have swore we live streamed it here. But anyway, we're actually not going to go from lap 5. We're going to go from lap 1. Anyway, RJ and I, as we were making the teams, we went through and actually made our own predictions for who's going to, for the finishing positions for the end of the season for the constructors. We did not do the drivers because I feel like that is a much deeper rabbit hole to try to go down. But
That is much deeper.
what we're going to do is we're going to go from the last place finishers to the top, and we're just going to go from there. I also saw that there was a question in the chat, which if my stream would work, I'll pull it up. I think it was just the predictions. Yeah, okay. All right. So at the bottom,
With these tier lists, I hope to be proven wrong so much, but
absolutely,
we'll see. We'll see.
me too. And these are,
I'd love to be proven wrong.
and by no means do we think anybody at the bottom is a bad driver at all. I really need to stress that. I don't think there is a single person in this league that is not good. All of you are very talented, and all of you have proven to us, RJ and I, and really the rest of the league, that you all are capable of winning a championship. There's just so much competition right now. It's just hard to pick who like, because they're just,
Actually,
huh?
I might change mine quickly.
Oh, you better do it quick. You better do it quick because I got it on lock. Wait, hold on. We said we wouldn't change it. You remember?
Oh, okay. I won't change it. I won't change it.
Yeah, I was about to say we locked it in early on. But anyway, enough yapping. I'm just want everyone to understand. We don't think anyone here is a bad driver. You're all very talented. A lot of competition. Plenty of races to prove us wrong. At the bottom, actually, we agreed on this one. We have Alpine being Nathan and Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
So anything you wanted to?
I think those two are very capable drivers. I think Dwayne had a very good season last time.
Agreed.
Just getting a few accidents, both of them, I would say. Nathan was very prone to some unfortunate accidents.
Oh yeah.
Like many races. But I hope to be proven wrong with that. I hope that they can score as many points as possible. I don't know if they're racing today or not. I think Nathan
Nathan
no
is
on the
not.
calendar. So we'll see. We'll see.
Just
I think I could be proven wrong with that one.
absolutely, and I do too. I think my issue with the Nathan and Dwint team is that I don't think Dwint's strategies were very very good. I think he's a good driver. His racecraft is good. I think his pace is decent enough to stay within the ninth through fifth range, but I just don't see them winning a whole lot of races. You know what I mean? And I think it is
Yeah,
possible. It is 1,000% possible. I just think with the amount of same with the team I have above them, which we actually agreed on the next team too. I just think it's going to be hard for them to adjust with the amount of talent in the league, and they have to really step up. And I don't want to say they're punching above their weight, but I just think they really need to step up and be locked in, focused, get their strategies right, do what they need to do to win.
And we haven't really seen much of next team racing much in a competitive environment. This next one is for 9th place. This one is Red Bull, which has Magster and that dog main. So Magster hasn't been racing in a full league for a while, and that dog main is quite new, but very good driver, I would say.
Absolutely. Rhoda says, "I'm here. Did you talk about me already? About how I bottle? I mean, dominate the season? It's so stupid." But anyway, we did talk about you. I'm gonna edit this and post it later on. Don't worry, you guys aren't just gonna have to come back to the stream. I'll edit this with the highlight video of the first race. But anyway, Maxter, and that Doc main. They're just so up in the air right now. Doc Main has a lot of potential as a reserve, as he's proven last season. Like on this, if you look at the screen right now, Doc Main is currently in 7th place as a reserve. He was filling in for Dr. Bod, had big shoes to fill, and if I remember correctly, he didn't have a bad finish at the end of that race either. I don't remember exactly where it was. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere close to 8th or 9th. Which isn't for the first race that one of the first races that you've done, that is pretty good. Magster is really where my questions lie. Because I know Doc Main has a lot of potential. Magster is a veteran. She's been here since the beginning. We mentioned this earlier. I just don't know how her skills are going to translate coming from F1 23 over to 24. And on top of that, with this big group of people. I don't think her wheel-to-wheel driving is at all a worry. It's 100% just her race pace, and it just worries me that she may not be able to. I think she's definitely going to score points. I don't have a doubt in my mind she'll score some points, but will she be consistent? Is where my concerns lie.
I would have the same questions, which I hope will be answered very soon.
Absolutely, and I want them to prove me wrong too. If I could see them in 1st through 5th every race, I would. I want them to have a very good season. But moving along, the first disagreement we have, RJ has
the first disagreement.
Ferrari in 8th.
I have Ferrari in 8th.
And I have
Ferrari.
The Saubers in 8th. Kick Sauber. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and let you start because Reese and Silver being in 8th place is that's tough.
I've been very harsh on this one. I just feel like the competition is getting so much stronger every season, and I just need to see them take a step further. I need to see them do something more than what they've already done. I need to see some very consistent good results from the both of them to make me put them a lot higher.
Right.
Because it's very close. It's very close. This mid pack. It's it's mainly thoughts on who's going to score lots of points every race and who's going to score like mid points every race and who's going to score low points every race. That was my thought process with this.
Right. Mine was somewhere similar also, because
Mm-hmm.
I have the kicks in there. The kicks, just so you guys know, are Ant-Man and Tearful Steel. Ant-Man,
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way about him that I did with Magster.
Mm-hmm.
They're veterans. Well, yeah, no. I consider Ant-Man somewhere in between veteran and beginner because he's been here for a while, but he hasn't been here as long as Mag has. Um, I don't know how his skills are going to translate. I know he's been working very hard. I know his pace has improved. His wheel to wheel racing has improved as I've been told, and he's been getting mentored by one of the best drivers in the league. I just don't know how he's going to translate into this field. And Tearful last season was pretty similar to how Ant-Man was in 5.5, and we have absolutely no idea how Tearful's been handling this off season. And I'm hoping he's been working and improving and getting faster, because there's no doubt
Mm-hmm.
in my mind that he's going to be a fast driver. I just don't see him cracking the top 5 as often as he was last season.
Oh, we're going on to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, my 7th place pick is Williams.
Aiden and Joe Clark.
Mm-hmm.
My 7th place
This one
pick.
was a tough one
Yeah.
because I feel like they've been improving so much, and Aiden is obviously a good driver, but I'm thinking more about who these new drivers, how quick they are as well.
Absolutely.
It's a very tough this next few, but someone has to be in that spot, and I've chosen them. I hope to be proved wrong, though. Especially with this team. I think Joe Clark improved so much by the end of the season. I think Aiden was just a fantastic, consistent driver.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's handling that. I'm going to go ahead and talk about mine. I have the Haas of Brodo, Brodo and Bread in 7th place, and I think Brodo is going to have a very good season. My question would be Bread. He's another driver that we know nothing about coming into the season. Not nothing about, like, he's an original. He's a veteran. He's also been here since the very beginning. One of the first drivers to join. One of them, the first person to join, was Magster. Actually, I don't know if any of you knew that, but Bread was one of the first to join, and he was very good. And then he was kind of good, and I feel like he's been somewhere in the middle recently, especially towards the end of last season. He also disappeared for a good portion of last season, also, which kind of makes me worry about where he'll end up finishing, if that sort of thing will keep up, again in season 8. But I'm really not sure. I'm just hoping that he'll show out. He'll show flashes of who he was back in season 4 and above. And I want them to have a good season. But as of right now, I have them in 7th place. So moving on into 6th place. So earlier, RJ had the Ferrari in 8th place. I have them in 6th place. Something about what Silver was doing last season excites me, and it just makes me feel like they have the opportunity to really shine and do something great. I think Reese has the potential to do something to be great too. He hasn't shown as much as Silver did because he didn't do as many races as he did, and obviously the one race he did do, he did DNF, or not DNF, DSQ. But I still, just something about the flashes Reese has shown.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
Oh, you're fine. Welcome back. I'm talking about my 6th place right now being Ferrari. I was just saying Silver has shown a lot of potential over the last season, and over the course of the last season. And I think Reese has an opportunity to shine alongside him, and that's why I ultimately put them in 7th, especially compared to the competition they'll have in the mid pack also, because I think they'll have chemistry that some of those other teams won't be able to find until the later parts of the season. You have Mercedes in 6th, though. Mercedes.
I do have Mercedes as my 6th pick.
is Mercedes is MTS guys and Swankier.
I think we saw a little bit of pace from guys last season. That's mainly where my focus was with this team in putting them in sixth place. I believe that they could score lots of points this season, and I think they will be the perfect midfield.
Right. And actually, we're gonna move along because it's 2:48. The race starts in 10 minutes. We're gonna open the lobby shortly. I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn my. Oh well, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn my game on now, and we're just gonna go from there. But look for fifth place, I actually have the Mercedes in there. I expect guys in Swankier to have. Wait. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. I have guys in Swankier in fifth place. MTS guys was very good in the races he was in. He was one of the racers that showed up kind of late in season 6, I think it was. Yeah, because he was battling the Luigi guy. He was very quick, amazing wheel-to-wheel racer. And even in season 7, he showed that he can continue to be as good as he was. So I expect him, no disrespect to Swankier, but I kind of expect him to carry. I don't think Swankier...
Yeah, I do as well.
I think Swankier will also be scoring points.
I think Swankier can improve, though.
Oh, absolutely. I just think Guys is going to be scoring consistent points, and Swankier is going to be kind of up and down, you know? But now, in fourth place,
I need to do my fifth.
You need to do your fifth.
My fifth was Kick, and that's mainly because I feel like Tiffel still is going to improve on his racecraft this season. He's been, everyone's been very vocal about how tough it is racing with him, and giving him some feedback. And I think he can take on that feedback and improve that particular aspect. And I think Ant-Man can show some pace in this Kick team.
Agreed. Now for fourth, you have the Haas. You can lead us off.
You know, Brett and Brodo, some very good, like some of the best drivers. Brett with a championship win and many wins, and Brodo just all round very quick person. I just believe that they can do very well this season. I think the bad luck can shoo away. They can put it in a rocket and send it to the moon, so it doesn't bother them anymore. I feel like they could really score some good points this season and get that fourth in the constructors.
I like that. That quote is beautiful. I love it. I have the Williams in fourth place, being Aiden and Joe Clark. The only issue right now with this prediction is that Aiden isn't going to make it to the first race, so it's kind of hurting that. But Aiden was a very, very good driver last season. He punched. I feel like he punched above. He did punch above his weight, because I don't think anybody was really paying attention to him as much until he showed out. And I'm pretty sure I don't know that he got pole very much. Let me double check the standings. I think he kept putting himself on pole and then getting knocked down. But he had 6 podiums last season. 6. He did 10 races. His average position was 4th place. He averaged 9 points a race. Like, he was a good driver. And that's consistency, too. 9 points a race is consistency. And that is very important, because you can score as many points as you want, but if you can't just keep doing it over and over again, that's going to hurt your team. 3rd place in the drivers last season. I think he can do it. And I'm excited to see how he does it. And Joe Clark is going to have a good season, too. I have confidence in him as well. Now, 3rd place, one of the last teams, or the last team that we agreed upon, is RB Cash App. Being Beaksy and Dr. Bod. Did I just say Dr. Bod? Dr. Bod. Dr. Bod.
I think Dr. Bod will very well get good points for this. I just need to see more from Beatsy to put them higher.
Agreed.
That's where I go with them.
I feel like any team with Dr. Bob was a no-brainer top 5.
Hmm.
And that's if Dr. Ba continues his reign like he did last season, or continues his reign from last season. But now here's where we get interesting, right? We swapped the top two. So in second place,
Yes,
I
we
have
did.
Aston Martin, but RJ has McLaren.
Hmm.
Here's the thing, though. I'll actually lead off this time. Aston Martin is AMS Devil and Stack. I know that Devil is a very good driver. He's very fast, and Stack is good too. But I don't think Stack is going to be showing up for every race. I really don't. I think he's going to have issues with attendance, and I think that's going to hurt the team. And Devil can win every single race this season, but he's. I don't know that he's going to. I don't know. First of all, I don't think he's going to win every single race this season. I think he's definitely going to win some races this season. I don't think he's going to be as good as everyone says he is. And I think Stack is going to have attendance issues, which is going to hurt the team as well.
Hmm.
Now, why did you put McLaren in second?
Uh, this is a great team of Brian and Ash, but I just don't feel that they can get this win. I think that they're a very strong team, should I say? But I think that AMS Devil and Stout just have a edge over both of them.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Personally.
that being said, I think Ash and Brian are going to win the whole thing. I have them listed
Hmm.
as first. RJ has Ashton Martin listed as first. I think Ash is on the come up of after last season. He had some struggles, and he didn't get the finishing position he wanted in Imola because he had some damage issues. Ash was kind of in a similar boat with Brodo with the luck. I really don't know what happened between the two of them, but I think both Ash and Brodo are looking at a better season. And I think that with Brian on his team, even if Ash can't pull through on some of the races, I think Brian will. Um, and that's why I see them. That's why I see them winning the whole thing.
How should we get this lobby out? We
Yeah,
got 10 minutes.
yeah, we got 10 minutes, but we're gonna go ahead and get the lobby up. I'm going
I've already
to.
been sending invites.
Okay, well yeah, I'm going to pause. Can I pause the stream? I don't have a pause stream option. That's really weird. I didn't know that. I could have swore I had a pause stream. Okay, well, I'm gonna get my Elgato set up, and I guess we're just gonna jump to the lobby. Let me. You guys can still hear. I'm gonna mute and just make sure you guys can still hear RJ really quickly. I don't think they can hear you, RJ. Well, that and when you were talking, I didn't hear your voice. So just go ahead and start talking. Yes, Danny is the reserve for Nathan, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the reserve figured out now. Yeah, they can't hear you. Okay, try it now.
Hello. I'm speaking. Is that person in the lobby? Yeah, they are. Where is everyone? So, where's Magster? Is Magster not here?
It's working. All right, cool.
Oh, that's Swank here. Okay.
How did I handle the game audio?
Is it full still? Yeah. Okay.
How did I listen to the game audio? I don't remember how I set that up. I guess I just had it playing through the. Never. I mean, I guess I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it. They just need to hear it. All right, we've got 5 minutes, 13 people. I'm gonna make sure everyone knows the lobby is up now. And yeah. Main driver. Third driver.
Magster isn't online, so I can't.
So from what I understand, it sounds like okay or not. I thought Devil was going to be late, but he's here, so I don't know what's going on. Who needs?
I've got no one online. Can you invite the?
Danny Stroll. Danny Stroll needs an invite.
With this Hellfire guy, he doesn't have to just be Ferrari's. Ferrari's kind of full at the moment. They can just fill in for another team.
Okay.
Reserve for any team. Just give them the lobby so we have a full lobby.
All right, we gotta. Okay, so Vortex isn't coming anymore. Stack isn't coming. So Stack needs Stack needs a replacement. Nathan is being replaced by Danny. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Danny situation sorted out.
I did friend him.
You friended Danny?
Yeah, but he hasn't accepted. I did it through EA. Could you try?
Accept RJ's. So we got him. He's covered. He can't accept your friend request. As you're not home.
Then just why are you talking? Why are you saying you? Okay. Invite this Hellfire. Matt.
Okay.
Matt is hurting.
So he wants to join mid quali. All right. So we have 3 people missing. We have Nathan. Nathan's going to be covered by Danny, which is fine. I'm gonna have Hellfire fill in for whatchamacallit.
I don't know.
Invite Hellfire. Hellfire's gonna fill in for Stack.
I don't have them friended. I can their name. I said earlier that I tried and it just didn't. Right, yeah.
Yeah, part of the problem is they're not
I'll
accepting the
catch
friend
up and
request. They've got 2 minutes, so at some point I'm gonna just. I'll add. I'll add Hellfire. I thought I gave you this user.
Yeah, you sent me the name. I put it in person.
Oh, it just didn't work?
Yeah,
Well,
just I press enter and there's no person. Oh,
well,
that domain's right. There
oh
it
yeah,
is.
that doc main. I can get him in there though.
Oh, that domain's already here. They sent an invite.
Okay, so currently
Yeah.
we're missing, what, one person?
I can add as EA.
Oh, well, there's Shadow. Shadow will fill in for Stack. I'll have a Shadow. Shadow will fill in for Stack, which is Aston Martin. Shadow will be Aston Martin. Rain will be Aiden.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
Who's Matt? Who's Matt?
Matt is Aston Martin. He's the wait. Yeah. Matt did the sign up. I remember him. He's cool. Mag needs an invite.
What? We've got 20 people already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mag isn't in here.
Yeah, she is. She's at the very bottom.
Oh. I didn't realise. Okay. Well, good. Someone's in the Red Bull seat.
It's Shadow.
But Danny's in here, yeah.
Dude.
We've got... Who's been invited?
Someone's in here that's not supposed to be. Hellfire's good. Shadow's fine.
We can forget.
Guys
Guys is a actual player.
Yeah, guys is
They're
guys
in Mercedes.
So the only reserves I'm seeing are Shadow, Hellfire, and Matt.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of them isn't.
Someone didn't say that they were coming.
Because we have 3 people missing, there's 3 seats filled. So I think we're actually okay.
Oh, he's saying I said I was coming.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the reserves. Can be late. I'm not worried about them. Nathan needed a replacement. Stack needed a replacement. Ada needed a replacement. They all got replaced. We're good. And everyone's in their correct teams from what I'm seeing. So I say we just run it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm happy with this. Oh, yep.
Stock name is the Red Bull. Yep, we're good. Part of the problem is we're also not used to everyone that's on the teams yet. So it's going to be a little confusing, but we're right. Okay, cool. Sorry about the confusion, guys. Now we're ready to go. Did someone just leave?
I haven't.
All right, look. We got a full lobby. Like, I'm looking over it now. Everyone that should be here is here. If a reserve is late, it doesn't matter. Like, we don't... If there's a reserve that can fill in a seat for a late reserve, then that's fine. I'm okay. It's the main drivers that can't be replaced. Best lap, broadcast. Alright. But we're okay. Brad is here. I didn't even see you invite. Thank you for getting Brad in here because I didn't even see him. We have a full lobby.
Yep.
The first race of season 8. Brian is saying he sees
Oh, someone
rain.
said rain.
Yeah, that's gonna
Is
be
there rain on the
interesting.
forecast? That'll be very interesting.
All right, someone's coming out. I think it's the Aston Martin. Yeah, it is. Devil is going to be. Oh, he's not even the first one on track. The first one on track is a Williams, I think. And I can't actually see because my sound thing is in the way, so I'm going to get rid of that. I also can't hear the game. Is that a problem?
Alright. Alright, I'll be back in a second.
Alright. RJ is going to step away for a little bit, and this will begin qualifying for the first race of Season 8. The teams are very mixed up from last season, completely different. I mean, this is the most insane, silly season I think we've ever seen in the history of the league. And the first person to set a lap isn't going to be Ant-Man. I think it's going to be Tearful, actually. Yeah, it is. Tearful's going to be the first one to set a lap, as I'm seeing something happening in the server. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this guy is. Some guy is like yapping in the league. Anyway, Tearful still is going to be the first one. He's going to be the first one on track. First one to start, anyway. Let's see how he handles his first lap. We're going to keep an eye on him through his first lap. I mean, because he's the first one to do a lap. You know what I mean? But I'm very excited. Will Tearful be able to take pole in the first lap of the season? Tearful was one of the ones that people weren't too happy with, and I think he's just backed out of his lap. So I think directly, he invalidated. Directly behind him, I think, is Hellfire. It is Hellfire, but there's someone else in between there too. I think it's a Mercedes. I'm not sure, but we're gonna stick with Hellfire for now. I think Hellfire is running low on ERS on the first lap. It's a bit interesting. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have enough ERS to finish his lap. I really don't. Maybe I think it'll be close, actually. I think it'll be fine. I'm so lonely without my co-host, guys. Alright, coming through the last 2 quarters, I do think that Williams is going to set a lap before him, before Hellfire does. Let's see, Dwint is going to be the first one to set a lap with a 117. Hellfire is going to have a 118 shortly behind him. AMS Devil was invalidated on his first lap, so next we've got a Mercedes coming across the line. Shadow, it's Alpine, I apologize. Shadow is going to be on pole for the time being with a 116. Brodo is going to put up a 116.4 as well. I believe Ant-Man is about to come across the line. Oh, Ant-Man's invalidated, okay. Swankier is going to be up next. Swankier is going to set a 118, and behind him, I believe that was that Joe Clark? Yeah, it was Joe Clark. Joe Clark is going to set a 117, putting himself on 3rd place in the poll. Ashley,
maybe Joe's
yeah. Welcome back, RJ. We've had a few invalidations already. Dr. Bond has invalidated. Devil actually invalidated. And I think the only person that was on a lap was Guys. Ant-Man. Oh, Ant-Man is on a lap right now, too. I think he invalidated last lap.
MS Devil has invalidated again.
Yeah, I saw... Again?
Yep. Some of them are on mediums.
That. Yeah, Beaksy's on the mediums for some reason.
So is Devil.
I did... The guy in the chat, the Danny guy... I ended up just kicking him out of the server because he was just trash talking the league in Italian, and I just wasn't. I didn't feel like Google translating everything he said, so I just got rid of him.
All right.
But anyway, I think Ant-Man's going to set a 120. It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be in the top 10 for now, but I think Reese is going to knock him. No, Reese is going to set a 122 also, or not? Was this lap invalidated too? I'm not sure. He has no ERS. I'm not sure. I'm seeing maybe it's a visual glitch, but I'm seeing a lot of drivers finishing their outlaps with no ERS. Dr. Bod is
Maybe they've
currently on a
forgotten
lap.
to. They might have forgotten to do that thing. Dr. Bod.
That is a possibility, yeah. Seems to have been an incident somewhere on the track. I believe it's the Haas. Dr. Bod's lap is looking good so far.
Mm-hmm.
But he has to beat the 116 of Shadow. Brodo actually, I don't think you were here for it, but Brodo set a pretty decent lap also. He set a 116.
Yeah, Brodo's done very well. I'm very surprised by Joe Clark, actually. There's a
Me
big
too.
gap from the 117s to the 116s. They're a whole second
agree.
faster.
And honestly, that just
Quite
makes me.
surprising.
It makes me even more excited to see how they would do. Reese hasn't validated again. I don't think he was really trying. Maxter is on her first lap now. And I think Tearful is on his second one. Yeah, he
Devils.
is Maxter.
Ash is also on their lap.
I think
People need to watch out for impeding as well.
True.
That's going to be a very big issue.
I haven't seen any of that so far, which is very good. But just glad that we have a full grid. I think Maxter is probably looking at a 122. Maybe more like a 120. You said a 126. That'll put her in 12th for the time being. I think the closest driver behind her is Tearful. It is Tearful. Tearful is going to set a 117 potentially. Oh, a 116.8. That is a fantastic lap time for him. Brian is on a lap also. Yep. Ashley's going across the line now. He might take. I don't think he's going to take pole. He's close. He is going to take pole. Goodness, an amazing lap from Ashley, and Brian is on a lap too. Who's close? Is Brian or Devil that's closer? I think it's Brian for sure. Do you know what happened to the Haas? Is another yellow flag?
Brian's had a bit of a lockout. I think they're just getting out of the way for each other.
Okay.
So,
I think Brian's looking at about a 116.5 here.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what I said. 116.5. It's a good lap for him, and now we're looking at a 1.4 for McLaren.
I'm getting quite worried about my prediction now.
It's only the first race, and keep in mind, Devil has been validated.
It's only the first race. They haven't set proper laps yet.
Yeah. But he's getting ready to now, and his lap definitely looks a little quicker than Brian was. Around this point, he was looking at 110, and he's at 109. So I wonder, is Devil going to set a 115?
Oh, Matt's just.
Oh my goodness.
That is mega quick.
That is ridiculous.
Matt, the other Aston Martin, was invalidated that time.
And he's still gunning ERS. I don't know what he's doing. Where did Shadow end up? Shadow ended up replacing Nathan. I was trying to get.
Oh, there's a Ferrari spun round.
Is it silver? It is silver.
Here comes Guys. Guys has gone up to second place.
Is silver going to be okay? I think he is. Congratulations to Guys getting up in second place, and I think everything that I expected is happening right now. There's a lot of drivers that are neck and neck.
Brodo's improved. Brodo's improved to third place here.
Good work from Brodo.
Hopefully that bad luck is gone. I'm starting to see some hope.
And keep in mind, for all the reserves that are currently in this race, you do need to participate.
Bred's invalidated.
Yeah, he also didn't have ERS. It looked like he was saving it. Just keep in mind that you will have opportunities to get a full-time seat if you complete 2 full races without incidents. Hellfire's on a lap right now. Ant-Man is on a lap right now.
I'm watching Reese at the moment. It's looked clean so far.
I don't think we're gonna see a big improvement from Ant-Man. Yeah, a little improvement, but I'm gonna join you in watching Reese.
Mm-hmm.
Reese in the Ferrari this season with his buddy Silver,
Mm-hmm.
who quietly set a lap in the 117 range. He'll be in 13th for the time being.
Wide into there, but
Oh,
doesn't invalidate.
how did he not invalidate that? Is Silver on a lap too, or is he about to go to the pits?
I don't know. I'm just keeping an eye on Reese. He's so close to invalidating every single time.
Silver's in the pits.
Through the final two corners,
This is gonna be a
swooping the
good
car
lap.
through onto the apex. Let's see what lap time Reese can do. I
This
don't
is
think
gonna
it's
be a-
going to be that
It's gonna be a
competitive.
117.
117, beating his teammate,
Hmm.
but not breaking into that top range at the moment.
Beaksy's going to start a lap here also on one lap old tires. He should be okay.
Beaksy is surprisingly beating his teammate at this current moment.
Ant-Man is on. It looks like he's on another lap. I think he got messed up.
Oh,
by Mercedes.
Swanker is spun.
Yeah, Ant-Man got messed up by Swanky a little bit. Ant-Man's struggling to find that improvement he's looking for, but Docman has just.
Swanker is not moving.
What is he doing with his wheel?
Oh, he's finally got moving. Don't impede. He's seeing the person behind. Oh, that. Oh, he's going to cut the pit lane.
Yeah.
Cutting into pit lane. We'll allow that. We'll allow that.
Brian, who's on a good lap. I think Docman gave up on his lap. Let's go to Brian for now. Brian definitely needs a good lap
Off
time.
the first sector. Ooh, a bit.
Oh.
The rear end stepped out onto the straight. That's not going to be good for this time. Going to get this really bad exit on here and just going to lose a few miles per hour or kilometers per hour, whatever country or whatever system you use. On the straight, through the corners, looking nice. That was beautiful, those two corners right there.
And so far he's
into the last sector.
He's improving, but not by much in that second sector. Oh, and that's going to hurt him.
That was close to invalidating. Hit the curb a bit too much there.
He's going to need to find... Oh, that's
and
it.
The back end steps out, and he goes straight into the pits.
That is very unfortunate.
Unlucky for him.
Shadow is on another lap right now, and I think that Docman just started one also. Ooh, Dr. Bob
Shadow
is up on his lap
also
time.
having the same slide as Brian into this straight.
Have a look at Dr. Bod. He's up on his lap time.
I am watching. That was very beautiful, those two corners right there.
Indeed. Two of the hardest corners on this track. It's just funny. I remember when that turn heading into Sector 3, or the sector turn in Sector 3. Oh! Oh no.
Bit too much on the curves here sometimes.
Oh, the
no,
Mercedes.
that's fine. That's fine. No, the Mercedes is fine.
And actually, it's going to get...
It's giving him a toe, actually.
Oh my goodness.
Giving him a beautiful toe. That's helped Dr. Bod quite a lot.
The amount of speed in this lobby...
Oh, and the Mercedes went right off. Who was that?
I think that was Swankier, wasn't it?
That was Guys. That was Guys.
Oh.
That's something I would expect from Swankier.
Yeah.
It was not.
It's just insane.
That Docman's doing quite well. Up in 10th at the moment.
Oh, Shadow
out. Has retired. I do not know if that was on track or if they've just retired because they're finished. I have no clue.
Sure.
Or no, they're stopped on track, I think. I see.
Dwint is up on his lap time. But just... This league has so much competition right now that Dr. Bod's time only has him in 9th place.
That's a real surprise for me. Maybe Dr. Bod's not as good as at this track or hasn't had much time to... I have no clue.
It also could be
it's not going well for the... Yeah, it's not going well for the defending champion.
Hold on. Dwint is setting a very good lap right now. He might be looking at a 116 also. Went with a 116.4,
Ooh,
putting him ahead of
that is very
Ryan.
good from Dwayne. Both of the McLarens are quite close to each other. About to start their laps.
Devil's going to be starting his lap soon as well. I think Matt just started another one. Yeah, looking to actually set a lap time. He has yet to set a lap. He's been validating and spinning.
Alright, Brian's about to start his lap.
invalidation.
There's a bit of traffic. There's a bit of traffic.
My goodness.
Soon, oh, and he's invalidated. He's gone very deep in the first corner. Well, it hasn't invalidated, but it's backed off. How's Ash doing? Ash is doing quite well through the first corner.
Another invalidation for Matt also, who has yet to set a lap. Overdue Bread also
So
needed
is
to set
Brett.
a lap. Yeah.
I think Brodo's starting with a bang this season. 4th place
True, but he needs to
at
hold
the
that.
moment. Ash getting a little toe from the Williams in front. Williams got away. Good job.
Good job. I believe who was that? Was that Joe Clark or was it Hellfire? I think it was Joe.
I have no clue.
Joe Clark, who set a great lap the first time around, has been bumped all the way down to 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very fast season, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
These drivers.
Here comes Ash through the final corners. Will they make the same mistake as Brian through the corners? Back end does not step out onto the power.
Beautiful, but I don't think
Up
it's
to
enough.
the line.
It's not enough.
They improve slightly just to nip Brodo down a position.
Brodo also being on an outlap right now.
I think that was Ash's last lap.
Oh, it definitely is. There's no way he has enough.
Brian is starting their last lap now. Yellow flags ahead.
Oh,
there's
Hellfire.
There's been a collision at the back. Probably some sort of impeding going on.
Hellfire got into a collision with Ashley, whose qualifying was already over, and it looked like the other Red Bull Magster's teammate Doc Main got impeded by Ashley's AI, or not Ashley, Hellfire's AI.
Well, I think Hellfire is DNF'd, so
yeah,
it's not under control. I'm watching Brian on his final lap. He's coming through the last sector now. Ooh, a little snap of over here through that section.
I don't think he has it, man.
Onto
I think
that
he's
curve.
be a little bit too slow.
Not been a great final sector.
I think that's going to cost him. Yeah,
Yes, it doesn't improve. I'm surprised Dr. Bod's in the pit. Only P10.
I think Brodo's behind Magster right now.
Brodo's got a good slipstream. Doesn't improve that much. Matt is up into 5th. I did see these Aston Martins. I expect them to do quite well. Beatsy doing around the final corners now.
With guys behind him who's also on a lap. These are the last two.
Beatsy improved slightly in position-wise.
MTS Guys on the last lap is going to knock down Shadow for 2nd place.
I just think Devil's just in his own world at the moment.
I would agree.
3 tenths, 4 nearly. Main surprise though is Dr. Bod. I expected him to be a bit further up than that. Might actually quite proud of Brodo here. I didn't expect him to be this good so soon. Hopefully he can show it in the race as well.
Oh my goodness, Dr. Bod is barely in the top 10. The defending champion. Like, just think about that. Oh, Ashley's saying that Hellfire's back tire hit the front left at high speed. Or front right.
I think I think Hellfire spun into Ash, so it wasn't a problem of him being a problem of a mistake.
And then before Hellfire's AI finally got off the track, he looked like he got in the way of that dock main, but there's nothing he could have did about that, unfortunately. Reminder for those listening, you are not allowed to use AI during the race. You are allowed to use it under a safety car. Otherwise, it is not allowed. So just keep that in mind before you try that.
If you go into AI during this, it's not going to end up well for you.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't even looking. Devil's going to lead us off into the first turn. I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention at all. Devil guys holding their position. Joe Clark, Silver has dropped all the way to the back. Side by side to the first turn. Oh, Devil just slid all the way off the track. He's going to lose the position to guys. Ashley's going to follow close behind them. It looks like Shadow and Matt are going to be battling out as well. It looks like I think Ant-Man and D-Dash have gotten into a collision. Not sure what happened there. There are yellow flags in the back. Brian just got a 10-second penalty for a collision with Ant-Man.
Oh.
Is Devil going to go for a dive? Or not a dive. Is he going to try to make the move on guys? Shadow has just gotten the move done on Ashley. Devil is trying to get around guys. It's not going to happen. I didn't think they're going to be trying to make moves this early, but it seems like they are. Tearful's going to go around Dwint. Oh my goodness. The amount of things that have happened in this first lap are crazy.
Brodo's fallen all the way to 9th as well. Bod is up into 7th place.
Ashley is battling
it's getting all crazy.
Oh, good job keeping space. Oh, Devil went for another move on the outside of guys. It looks like Devil is being hyper-aggressive right now.
Everyone is on the medium. Brodo. Maybe that's why they didn't get as good as a start as everyone. It's an advantage. But here comes Devil. On the straight.
Again. Oh.
On the outside. Ooh! Guys kind of pushes him into the wall there. That was a big collision.
That was a big collision. Oh, I see. You said Brodo was on the hards. I heard Brodo was on the mediums. My fault. Yeah. I apologize.
No, I was saying everyone else is on the mediums except Brodo.
Oh, Shadow's getting in the mix now, and he's going to have DRS. Holy
Devil's
cow.
Trying to go for it again.
What a
Three
run
wide
from Devil.
Here goes Devil.
Oh, that has to be a warning. There's no way that wasn't a warning. That was a heck of a run from him, though. That was beautiful. So these three are going to be battling it out a lot, and the more they keep battling, the more Matt and Ash have.
He's just overtaken Cheerful as well. Is he doing very well? Ahead of reigning champion and team.
Look at the top three, the top four right now. Oh, Devil. That was very reactionary defending. Oh my goodness! What the heck happened to guys?
Guys just went straight on.
Did he? He didn't retire. But my goodness.
Did they forget to brake?
Oh, and now Shadow and Devil are going at it again. Oh, and now Matt's gonna get involved.
This is so close.
This is an insane battle for the top three. Guys didn't retire, thankfully, but goodness.
They're all in a big DRS train. Look how far it goes down. It goes all the way to Reese in 10th. He probably wants to get that DRS slipstream as well. Defend from Gwent as well, who's currently attacking around the outside.
Shadow just went around the outside of Devil for the first place position.
And we're already getting penalties for track limits.
I don't know what type of penalty Hellfire has, but I know for a fact Tearful and Ashley
There's track limits.
Yeah.
Mega battling going on. BT in 4th, someone's got... Oh. I didn't see who that was. Oh, someone's being pushed off into the raft by someone.
I think there's going to be any moves made in the tournament.
Going crazy.
Doc Main in 8th place for Red Bull right now.
Amazing drive so far. There's been so much chaos. They're all so...
Over to bed trying to get around Joe Clark. Is he going to get the move done? It looks like
it's only been 4 laps.
Oh, there was a little bit of contact. I don't think Joe Clark was given a ton of space through that corner. He's going to end up slowing down Dwight and Dr. Bod behind him.
Dr. Bod all the way in 14th.
My.
That accident earlier must have affected them very badly.
I think Hellfire is going to get him here. Yeah, Hellfire is definitely going to get him.
All I can see is that one team is on 3 at them. Other than that, I think every team has nearly... Except Williams.
Tearful. Huge collision at the front of the pack.
Main. Oh. Virtual safety car, or is that safety car? Virtual?
For me, it says virtual.
I just see it on
I'm not seeing the safety car.
That dot main is in the pits. Yeah, I'm not seeing safety car either. You can finally take a breather.
Oh, Swanky.
I'm trying to look if anyone got front wing damage. Let's have a look. Going through everyone. Oh, Swank, yeah. Tearful has retired.
Look at the Hasses. 5th and 6th.
Yes, this has been great for Haas. Unfortunate times for McLaren. I do know that this is Brian's first track, so hopefully he can get back in. But he does have a 10 end, which could be removed after the race. Deemed so.
And the Aston Martins are doing exactly what you expected them to.
Like I said, I just think Devil's just very fast. It's extremely fast driver. Swanker's got a penalty now.
This is a very long virtual safety car period. Okay, there we go. I was about to say. So this is going on for a very long time.
Only 3 people have stopped. Reese.
Yeah. Silver. Well, not Silver, Shadow. Trying to make a move around Devil. The Devil's going to use some... He has to have used some ERS there to keep him back. Devil is a very aggressive driver. I don't know if you noticed that on the first lap.
Yeah, I've realised it now.
They're almost similar to how Tearful was.
I also realised it might have been reactionary because MTS guys was doing very, very dangerous driving, in my opinion. As well, I think he was just given what he was receiving. But if you want to report it after the race, you can report it after the race.
Absolutely.
We probably need to get that link. We need to get that link ready.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
I expect to have a busy time looking for reports.
But don't forget, it's going to be easier this time around because the track selection is going to be multiple choice rather than typed individually, so it'll be easier to find all the incidents.
Yep, I hope that works well.
Have you noticed that Beaksy is in the top 5?
Yes, and Dr. Bot is back in 6th.
He just got around over the break.
It's like deja vu to Spain last year, and they're putting gravel. Still made his.
Your mic is cutting out a lot. I'm not sure what's going on.
Is it? Oh, it might just be how bad my mic is.
Well, Brad is gonna.
You got the gist of what I was saying, though.
Yeah. I think Brett is going to go for
another penalty.
No, he's going to back off wisely. I like him putting the pressure on the back of Dr. Bod though, because he definitely needs to. Because Dr. Bod does not crack under pressure at all. So if you can apply as much as you can and just stick your nose in there, you may end up getting that position. It all depends on how Dr. Bod chooses to defend him. Like going back to the front of the grid. Oh, I always forget how aggressive the turning is in F124 because every time that you sling it into a corner, the front half of the car just does an insanely sharp turn.
Hmm.
I think the Ferrari and the Williams are about to get into something. Who's off
I
the
think
track?
AMS Neville's got a few warnings there. That looks like an Alpine. Who is it? Is it DeWin? DeWin.
It is doing, yeah.
Win off.
Oh, Rain and Reese for 10th place going at it.
Hmm.
I was just about to say still
Good
side
going,
by
yeah.
side.
Hmm. But what's this rain? I heard rain. I don't see any rain clouds. Hellfire's coming into the pits.
If you look to the left
That was a
side,
short battle.
if you look to the left side of the main straight, you can see a little bit of clouds forming, a very little bit.
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't got a safety car yet.
Yeah,
This is new,
The virtual,
especially with all this. Like, yeah, the virtual did come out, but not full safety car. Now some gaps have formed now, and can relax from a lot of the chaos. But the front, they are just throwing it in every corner, getting close. Matt's now got another 3-second time penalty for track limits.
and now Brett
now-
has one also.
Bread has one also. Something to note that Brodo is in the mix there as well. He's just not into DRS range at the moment. It's getting close. And the top two have separated Matt as well. Matt hitting.
Yeah, your mic is cutting out a lot, man.
Mm.
I'm very hopeful that Ant-Man is going to eventually catch up to Magster because they are, I would consider them at this point rivals. I mean, they were championship rivals last season over on the F123 side of things. Ant-Man won, I think he won by quite literally 1 point, but I don't see him closing that gap to her as fast as you think he would. I saw Joe Clark headed into the pits, and I think he's going to put on the hards, yeah. But
Yeah.
I really hope that Ant-Man and
Brodo's
Magster-
now got a 3-second time penalty.
My goodness.
Seen AMS Devil go off a few times. How many he is on?
He's got to be a few because there was definitely one time early on in the race. I think it was like lap 2 where he went completely across that weird left-right hander in sector 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that Dockman has just passed Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man's not in the pits. How did he get around him that fast? Interesting. Yeah, I don't think Shadow makes this move here. Yeah, let me go down. I want to see how Ant-Man is handling Dockman right now. Oh, he's not. He's actually losing a lot of position. He just lost a position to Ant-Man. Or Ant-Man lost a position to himself. No, he just lost a position to Brett, and Matt just overtook Ashley also.
Mm-hmm. Reese is doing quite well. He's already pitted and he's up in 8th. No track limits at the moment. A stark difference from his race in Imola at the finale last season, where he was disqualified for many.
Mm-hmm.
None at this moment. Hopefully, it can stay that way.
It's very interesting how many drivers are heading into the pits for hards at this current moment, especially with the allegations of rain going. The forecast of rain.
I think there's multiple. Why early.
Mm-hmm. RJ?
Yep.
It sounded like you said there are multiple reasons for that you would pit early.
Oh yeah, I was saying that the reasons could be that am I speaking?
Yeah, I can kind of hear you. I'm hearing like a
Okay.
like a weird.
All right.
Weird noise in the back.
Okay. There's multiple reasons to get out of battling, because to get into that free air and just go at your own pace instead of having to worry about battling people all the time. That's one of the main reasons, and just for that undercut, really.
Whoa. Ryan bumping into Joe Clark a little bit.
AMS Devil has pitted and is in 6th place at the moment.
And also, Brian has not pitted and is in 10th place behind Joe Clark, who has pitted. And I think he should be making a move on Maxter pretty soon. Looks like Maxter is struggling a little bit on those old mediums, and she's holding him back a little bit. He's got to make this move soon. I think she's just let him through, and I'm pretty sure Brian will follow suit not too long from now as well. See, Brodo has just made a pass into 1st place, but he hasn't pitted either.
You've got to watch gap between Brodo and Devil. Devil's the leader of the people that have pitted. I think that's Overdue Bread pitting, yes.
Shadow has pitted as well. And Brian is going to go ahead and make that move around the inside of Maxter. We're looking currently at a 1-2 for the Aston Martins. Again, we really need to see how that rain's going to come through. I have no idea when it could hit. I imagine if everyone's going through the hards, I can only imagine that it's got to be relatively far into the race.
Yes, I would say so as well.
Silver is really struggling right now. In contrast to his teammate who's in 7th. Oh, no, he's not. Silver just pitted. That's why he's so far back. That makes way more sense. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, what is going on? And I think he's about to pass Swink here, too.
I think it's near time for Brodo and Dr. Bod to pit soon.
They have to. I don't think they have much of a choice. Ashley's getting ready to overtake over
Devil's already gained so much time on them. Devil's right behind Bod, and Bod hasn't pitted yet. Silver was his first track limits penalty. Dr. Bod in the pits.
Devil just set the fastest lap on hards.
Yeah. Well, track evolution and new tyres, so
that's still
I personally expect that to happen. Reese gets his first track limit penalty.
And someone's gone round.
Is that a Williams? Yes, it was Joe Clark, I believe.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, he has to work. Getting past Maxter again.
He was having
Max is doing quite a good job.
Yeah. In 12th place. I think she still has to pit though, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. She's actually one of the only drivers who does still need to pit. Oh no, Joe Clark.
Joe Clark tried to go for overtake, but he just overshot it. He realised he needed to back out. It wasn't on that move. T-Max got through there.
I think she's about to get overtaken by both the Williams here.
Yeah, Max was very slow on that exit.
Yeah. She has time to adjust and adapt to everyone else in the league, but for now, let's see how Overdue Bread deals with Master. I think Overdue Bread was in the Haas last season as well. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think he is going to make this move on Ashley.
Oh yeah, Brodo's going long, isn't he? He wants the good tyres at the end. He's probably hoping for a safety car as well, Brodo, because he started on the hard tyre.
And Maxter's going to head into the pits now. I feel like what Brodo and Maxter switched to, or really more what Brodo switched to, could have a huge effect on how this race plays out. Because I think Devil's been gaining a little bit of time, but not as much as quickly as you think he would.
Dr. Bod gets his first track limit penalty.
And Shadow's caught up to Matt. Oh, I think he's going to go for it. Shadow's going to stick his nose up the inside, and he's going to get it through. And I think Brodo skipped past... Yeah, Brodo skipped past the pits again.
Well, he is on hard tyres. I wouldn't expect it at this current moment. He'll probably do it within the next few laps.
think also Brodo knows
Also,
something that we don't, as far as
yeah, he might be waiting for the rain per se,
and look at the
if that it
clouds.
comes. Hmm.
It looks like it's probably about like 10 laps away now.
Yeah, but that's not much time on the intermediates.
Yeah, I definitely see around a lap 25. We're probably going to start seeing some rain.
Hmm. Big surprises for me
Oh,
is
Brodo, what the heck? Or not Brodo, overdue bread. That was a very rough overtake he just tried to do on Ashley. Brodo's gone. Overdue bread has gone for a few suspicious moves so far.
Mhm.
That you were saying.
Yeah, I think the biggest surprise for me is probably Mercedes and I would say Kick. I thought they'd be doing a bit better than this. I mean, Guys was at the front at the start of the race, but just went straight on the first corner for some reason.
Yeah.
Perhaps it was magic.
I don't think he wants that kind of
Devil might have put a curse on him or something. You will forget to brake this corner.
magic. There's no way I just clicked away.
Autobot making a move onto Reese.
And I clicked away from it the second as it was happening.
Yep,
But he did get the move.
good overtake from him.
I don't get the BRS on the
Reese on that older tyres. No,
Yeah, I think he
Reese
got.
going a bit deep, nearly going into the back.
I think he got into an incident, and that's why his tires are a little younger than Brodo's.
Mhm. Red is now in front of Ash.
After Bread,
Devil's 3 seconds ahead of the second person that's pitted.
see, Matt is still trying to get around Shadow. I thought he made that move earlier, but Silver's getting ready to make a move around Hellfire. Seems like everyone's just kind of Oh, Brodo's finally pitted.
Brodo's finally pitted on lap 17. Let's see where he comes out on those pressure tyres. It's going to be round 4th.
I think he's just gonna get fourth.
Onto the medium tyres. Now all he has to do is catch up to these people in front on those fresher tyres.
He's on a fast.
I think Brodo's. I'm very impressed by Brodo here.
Me too.
It feels like I'm seeing him come back to life. It felt like he was slowly dying for a few seasons, and now that light has been relit. And he's absolutely sending it around these corners.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I mean, if you remember, in comparison to last season, his first race he got 7th, and now he's looking at potentially a win. It all depends.
But that remains to be seen if he can catch up, because these people in front are in a bit of a DRS train sort of situation.
True.
You've just got to keep an eye on the numbers. See if he's slowly catching.
I think Max.
Someone spun ahead.
Yeah, Maxer's getting lapped right now.
Oh yeah, Magster's getting blue flags. Magster's all the way in 18th now after.
My goodness.
Reese is now 11th. What happened there?
He pitted not too long ago.
Oh, we pitted again.
And I'm getting so
I didn't expect that.
What is going on?
I thought we might have gone to the end.
Overdue Bread is going to go ahead and make a move on Ashley, is he? Now he is. It looked like he was falling off a little bit, but he's going to go ahead and throw it up the inside, make it stick in 1, and hopefully those two can work together and get themselves caught up. Brodo is cutting down that gap a little bit. It was 8 seconds initially.
Yeah, he is.
Now we're getting closer to 6. And
the gap between Shadow and Devil is quite smaller as well.
Brodo has time to catch up to them, and Matt is still not able to get that position from Shadow. I don't know if they've been trading, but it looks like he's just been behind him the whole time. I wonder if
or
that may be
Ash's just gone.
intentional, on purpose.
Mhm. Ash making a move on overdue bread on the straight.
These two have been battling out for a while too. Someone's going.
Oh, it looks like a Mercedes is stopped on track.
It's guys.
That is guys.
Guys is having a really rough race today. He's definitely one of the faster drivers also. I think
He's on non-ERS mode for some reason.
I think this might be a rage quit, yeah.
Oh. Pit wall.
Oh, Matt. Matt is spun too. And safety car, just like that. So actually, this is good for the top three, because I wonder if the top three are going to pit for a faster tire. Matt probably should, if I had to guess.
Oh, this is good for Brodo, because he's closed that gap just like that now.
Yeah.
And he's got the fresh tyres.
And there's guys.
But let's see if people pit.
Joe Clark, Silver, and Hellfire pitted. I imagine Hellfire is probably going for the mediums as well. Yes, he is. I wonder if we're going to look at a decent-sized grid of mediums again.
It's going to get interesting right at the end.
Here we go. Devil, Shadow, and is Matt going to join them? Yep, Devil, Shadow, and Matt have all pitted, just like we said. Oh, Brodo's pitting too!
Brodo's pitted as well.
Do you think Brodo goes for the
BC's in the pits? No, I think it's still mediums. I think he's put on new mediums.
Wow.
Yep, just like I thought. New mediums. I expect everyone to put new mediums on. Because hards will make it to the end, but it'll be too slow. Mediums are just the right amount.
I'm honestly a little surprised that Brodo went for another pit. I thought that was a hilarious glitch that the pit crew just spat out onto the track like that. That was ridiculous. That was really funny. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're going to see a full grid of mediums again. There's no reason for Brian not to pit, and unless Anthony has some crazy strategy, I don't see why he wouldn't pit either. He has nothing to lose. But I'm still a little surprised that that Brodo stayed out, or oh my goodness, that Brodo went to the pits. I'm saying everything the opposite of what I mean. I thought he would have stayed out on those tires just to get first place and hold on to it, because it's not like they're going to be getting burned too bad under the safety car, you know? And with the safety car slowing down the rest of the race, that gives the rain more time to come forward also.
That's if it rains.
Yeah, and I said 10 laps on the 15 lap mark, and it's almost close to that time, so I don't know. Is there anyone watching the stream that can give an update on the rain? If you can. Reminder, you are allowed to use AI during the safety car, so if that would help you type, then please. We have no idea up in the booth. Well, that's being picked up.
Rod did say dry to wet race, but we're yet to see any sort of rain come down. We've got 9 laps though.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for it. 10 to 15 laps. Okay, so I don't think we are going to see the rain then.
No.
That's a bit disappointing. I was honestly kind of hoping. I mean, I don't know that I wanted the first race of the season to have rain anyway, but I do like that the race has been as interesting as it is without it. This has been a great race so far, I'd say.
It's been a very good season opener.
For sure. Beaksy and Dr. Bod are in 5th and 6th right now. Wait, 10 to 15 minutes, not laps. Well, I mean, That changes things a little bit. So that might be like
That's,
lap.
it's kind of the same as laps.
Yeah, I mean that might be like lap
Like
28 if it rains.
the paces here is like a 1:18,
Yeah, that's really
I would say. So it's still going to be very late. Although we do have safety car right now, we might get it right at the end.
Yeah, if the safety car stayed
Might
out for another lap or two.
Might see some spins at the end, maybe.
Yeah. It's not going to be anything major though.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Is a safety car in this lap?
It should be. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Devil's aggressively warming up those laps.
So
It is in this lap.
for some reason, Maxter has chosen not to pit. Do you think it's because she got lapped?
I have no clue, but I would have pitted.
I would have too.
Because you've now got the most insane disadvantage ever. So, one, you're on hards, one, they're old. I mean, Reese didn't pit as well.
But I mean, 4-lap old mediums in comparison to 7-lap old hards. When the entire
Got to bother with a severe collision penalty.
Well, Devil's going to
Under
lead us
safety
off.
car.
Devil taking it very slowly. He bunched up. Look at the back of the grid. He bunched up the back of the grid a lot heading into turn 1. I think they're going to be pretty clean, though. Hopefully they will. Oh, nope. There it is. I think Brian just got spun. Brian got spun.
Ash.
Got a penalty.
It was Ash.
Oh, Ash got spun. Ash got spun. I just saw Overdue Bread dive off the inside of Reese. So far, the leaders haven't changed as much, but now that they're all back together, it's just going to be a DRS train all over again.
Yep. It's going to be chaos.
I do want... Uh-oh. I'm starting to see a change in the weather for sure. Starting to look a lot less sunshiny and more cloudy. Matt has a 12-second penalty, by the way. So I think that may have been why he was backing off so much, because his penalty is going to hurt his finishing position anyway. But Dr. Bod's...
This finishing order is going to look very different at the end.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The on-track finishing order, there's no way. There's no way that it remains how it was, because I think we're gonna see some penalties on their own. I also think we're gonna see some penalties removed. Like, I think Dr. Bod is probably gonna drop to like 8th at the end of the race, but
I think even lower maybe.
Yeah.
Unless a gap forms. Or Reese has started a gap in the DRS. That might be where it starts.
Uh-oh.
Reese has just been overtaken.
And here comes Brodo. I don't think he's gonna get it. It's beautiful wheel-to-wheel racing by the two of them. Matt does need to get out of Brodo's way. Or not really get out of Brodo's way, but if he's getting overtaken, I mean, there's no point in fighting him. Not with that.
No, you're just making your penalty worse.
Yeah, and with 12
you just
seconds,
you want a gap to form in this DRS train.
O'Brien's getting Silver right now. Silver just lets him through. Silver with no ERS. Oh, Shadow's going to overtake Devil. And he does, so these two are going to be going back and forth again.
Devil isn't winning this race by 20. It would.
And even if Shadow wasn't here, I still don't think he would have.
No, it's been a quite close battle.
It has. Someone spun in the back. I
Yellow
think
flag, rain, hellfire.
Here comes Brodo.
Here comes Brodo.
Outside. Oh, Matt is using...
Maybe not enough.
He's going to get the DRS on the straight, too. Don't think Brodo's going to have enough to get him.
Brodo's also got a Dr. Bod behind him. Dr. Bod has recovered well from the poor qualifying.
For sure. And his teammate, Beaksy, I'm still very impressed with Beaksy being right behind him like that. That is beautiful. I may be wrong.
We had them third. We had them third on our predictions. The problem with them is they have quite a bit of penalties.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Bod is more than likely going to be removed. I can't see a world where he would hit his teammate.
Oh, here comes Brodo.
I see him. Oh, that was almost dangerous. What in the world? Matt is not giving him any room
That
whatsoever.
was very late defending by Matt.
100%. And I'm starting to see why Devil did what he did in turn 1. But also, I could be wrong. But did you see a couple drops of rain?
I did not. Maybe I was too focused on the the racing. But I'm trying to look careful, but I don't see any.
Yeah, I definitely could be wrong. Maybe it was a bit of grass or something. Maybe I'm just hopeful because I want there to be rain. Dr. Bod might end up making a move on Birdo if he can't get around him in time. Brad is just overtaking Beaksy. Brian is still... I mean, I think he's got the top 10 locked down for now, but...
It's not a good start for McLaren, though.
Not at all. This is not the result they wanted.
I think Brodo's bad luck has been passed on.
I do. I think Ash's bad luck has continued. Oh, Brodo!
I think as their teammates we go. Oh,
Brodo down. Oh my goodness. Brodo down the inside and Ash is in the wall. I hope he doesn't get a penalty for that. But look at this. Now it's Brodo, Devil, and Shadow in the top 3. And Brodo most definitely has a chance to get the overtake done. But Brodo does have a 6-second time penalty, which is going to hurt him for sure.
It will definitely hurt.
I think even if he gets...
Brad's overtaking Beachy
a second time. And they both overtaken Matt.
Matt is pitted for a new front wing and new tyres. I think that's just over for Matt now.
Yeah, I think it's too little.
He's got 12 seconds. 12 seconds, and he's all the way at the back now.
Yeah, Reese is going to lose a position to Joe Clark here. Maybe not in this turn, but very, very soon. Brodo finally getting ready to make his move on Devil. But I think I think he might just follow Devil through to get around Shadow. So I don't think Devil go... Oh, no, he is. I was just saying I didn't think he was going to go for that move, but then he did. And I think Brodo is going to follow
and he's gone
through.
for it already.
Goodness, what a great move from Brodo. And I don't think... Yeah, Shadow didn't get the DRS, but Dr. Bod did, and now Dr. Bod is in the mix as well. I don't think Beaksy has the speed to catch up with him, especially not with Bread behind him. Bread has the speed to catch up. He just doesn't have the time. All right, what are they going to do down the main street?
I think this is working out well for Devil. The person who's battling him now has 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So I would say he'd probably be happy having Brodo behind him and Shadow.
Oh, for sure.
But Shadow is trying to go for it.
Can you
locks up?
Double check how many warnings Devil has, if you don't mind.
It's probably 2.
Has to
be.
Also, it's safe to say I did not see rain earlier. Reese retired. Oh no.
Yeah, he only has 2. Reese retired. What happened?
Looks like he put himself in a wall. I'm not sure though. It's unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that gap to Beaksy is doing nothing but increasing, so I think this is what the top 4 is going to look like. Oh no!
Ooh!
Dr. Bod just spun Shadow.
Around.
And now, oh my goodness, and now all Brodo has to do is overtake Devil. It's just going to be the 2 of them. But now that gives Beaksy an opportunity to get into the mix, but he has 9 seconds.
Yeah, 9 seconds is not good. Here comes Brodo.
Brodo's going to get the move.
I think
Devil just let him.
I think Devil's just chill now.
Yeah, I don't think he really cares. Because I don't think Shadow's going to have time to
stay in DRS. He's got 6 seconds. You've got 0. penalties. I think it's just me saying Ash has now retired as well.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. I think that may have been a rage quit too.
It's unfortunate. Brian has made a good recovery from last 7.
Yeah, Ash is complaining about bad luck in the chat. But 2 laps left.
I really do think Proto's bad luck might have passed on.
I think it did. I guess somebody's got to have it. Honestly, I wonder if the whole bad luck thing started with me, because I used to have horrible luck, and then I stopped racing, and it just went to someone else, and now it's gone to Ash.
Yep, AMS Devil's just chilling. Oh, Devil spins! Devil spins!
Oh my goodness, there's no way.
This is all up for Brodo now.
Oh
Brodo has
my
a
goodness.
fantastic chance at winning this race now.
Remember what we said about... This is the last lap of the race. Do you remember what we said about Devil not winning the race just because he said what he said, and now he's dropped all the way down to 5th? And he may end up losing a position to Brett as well. This is the final lap of the race, and there's no telling who's going to finish where. Dr. Bod is not going to finish in 2nd.
At this current moment, Shadow wins.
Yeah. Unless something happens between him and Ash, which would stink. But if he loses, if he loses 5/10, it's over. Brodo's just going to win it. Unless Brodo gets a penalty for what happened between him and Guys. Oh, yeah, it's over.
Oh, Brodo's got another 3 seconds. It's over.
Brodo.
On the last lap. Oh,
well,
God.
I think that puts him behind Devil now, unfortunately.
It's a good finish for Brodo, though.
Either way, Brodo, congratulations for winning on track. It's unfortunate that you won't get the position that you fought for, but that is still a heck of a drive from you. Yeah, Shadow's going to win it. Devil still took 2nd. Actually,
Brian.
Yeah, Brian ended up
with all that penalties, Brian ends up 3rd.
My goodness.
And I think that is the finishing order. Dwint 5th. Remember us putting Alpine last?
I'm not going
We've been
to call.
fully.
I'm not going to call anything until I see how the reports look, because the reports
true.
Absolutely everything. So
everyone's appealing their 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Absolutely.
That's going to be tough because there was a late safety car. I think 10-second penalty might be hard to say. I think the 10-second is going to be very, very hard to appeal, even if it was not something you should have gotten.
Yeah.
Because if I suddenly remove everyone's 10-second penalties, we've got new winners and things.
Yeah, and I'm very worried about how many penalties are going to need to be removed or requested to be removed. But Shadow, a reserve driver, first race in the league as a whole, I believe, and he gets a win. And with
Devil
that,
2nd.
Devil's winning streak has been snapped.
D-Dash, Brian, surprising me, 3rd position. The Haas doing very well here, 4th and 6th. Visa Cash Up, Racing Bulls up there as well.
My goodness.
We have Alpine last, and they've got a 1-5. I think we've had a severe lap in judgment.
Keep in mind, Shadow also isn't Dwight's teammate. It was Nathan who missed today's race. Wait. I think I have that right. Yeah, I have it right. How did Devil not get a penalty? He just locked in, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised.
We might want to send that to You might want to send that link into the reports channel.
Oh yeah, for sure. Where is it? There it is. Actually, before I send it, I just thought about something. Should I have like? Actually, no. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Let me make sure everyone has access to it first. Cause I'm not dealing with that again. That was really silly. Setting. Yep, I think it's ready. All right. Everyone, if you have a report you would like to make, here is your reporting form. Do I need to lock down General?
For about 5 minutes, maybe.
Here is your reporting form. Boom. Can you please click it and make sure it says everyone has access? It should. Like, I just checked it, but I just gotta make sure.
Yeah, I've got access, I think. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This should be good. You might want to lock down General.
Oh.
Oh, look at Beaksy. Look at that graphic. Already. Magster was the longest stint.
Okay, I locked it down for 5 minutes. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. We're gonna join the VC. And next week, just so everyone knows.
When are we doing post-race interviews or not?
Oh wait, yeah, we can do post-race interviews. That is a fantastic idea.
But not too many.
Yeah.
If we get the whole lobby in the waiting room. I don't think we should do too many.
Yeah, we won't do like 6 of them. And we're just gonna bring
them. We'll do around 5 or 6 people.
Okay. For the sake of simplicity, can we just bring them into the commentators thing? Is that cool?
Yep. You can bring them into commentators, yeah.
Alright.
If you can speak in it. I don't know.
They should be able to. I'll move them here, and if it doesn't let them, then we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
The first person I'm seeing is Brian, yeah.
Hello, Brian.
Hello.
What a comeback! I know this track isn't a one that you like, personally, but that little accident at the start that pushed you all the way down to last place, and with a 10-second penalty, and you've made your way up all the way to 3rd position at the end of that. How do you feel about
that? Yeah, I'm very happy about it. Like, only possible because of the safety car, but still, I'll take it. Yeah, next week hopefully better.
Next week's track is I can't remember. The Netherlands. So your home race. You're quite good there. So excited to see you fight for the championship again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best.
You finished 6th in the Netherlands last season, if you remember. Something I wanted to ask you though was, I don't think you had a huge struggle. Actually, no, you were struggling a little bit in qualifying. You had a few invalidations, and ultimately the lap you set didn't even crack the top 5.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on, like, how are you going to improve that throughout the season, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Just need to find a bit more consistency, because my banker wasn't even that bad, but from there on the lap after I was up a lot, and then I binned it in the second last corner
Right.
when I was 2 tenths up, and yeah, overall pretty bad laps quali, but need to work on it a bit more.
Mhm.
But
Great
ultimately,
finish.
the points are scored in the race.
Well, hopefully that was track specific, and we'll see you on pole in the near future.
Yeah, for
Hopefully.
sure.
Okay. Thank you, Brian, for your time. We're excited to see you fight for a championship this season.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
Peace.
Goodbye, Brian. Let's see who's
Brodo
going to
was-
come in next.
Joe Clark's name appears above him, but Brodo was in there first.
Yeah.
So,
I think Reese was in there before.
so do you want to do this?
Let's do Brodo first because he had a Mega Drive.
Brodo.
Brodo.
Hey yo.
It seems the bad luck has been shooed away today.
Definitely not.
I
Apart
Yeah.
from that.
feel like it wasn't as bad luck as it was previously.
It could
No
have been
way.
worse, of course, but
True.
Yes.
there were some moments that I was like, yeah, I would like
Mhm.
to have a little bit more luck, like that safety car, like 2 laps when I
Mhm.
boxed. And
True.
also
Yeah.
on the final lap, I get that penalty. And yeah, if
Mhm.
otherwise I would have at least finished second, but of course I
Mhm.
pushed everything I had to go for first. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's just unfortunate, but yeah, nothing we can do.
Yeah, we saw that incident with the Aston Martin Matt. What's
Yeah.
your thoughts on that? Because we did see him defending quite late as well. It seems like both of you were attacking and defending very well in that
Yeah,
battle.
you also saw I have tried it 3 or 4 times the lap before. And
Mhm.
yeah, just like Ayrton Senna once said, if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. He went wide, and I just made the switch back. I had way more
Mhm.
speed. Dr. Bot was
Mhm.
right on my ass. I mean, if I would have braked,
Yeah,
Dr.
we
Bot
saw
and me
that.
would have been in an incident. So
Mhm.
I think, yeah, and then he's blaming me for it. However, if he turned in after the corner, so if he would have stayed there, there was nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I think he just ruined his own race. So yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
definitely not my fault. I've
I
also
want
watched
one.
it back, and yeah, I
Yeah, that
don't
was
see a problem.
a bit interesting. We saw that happen live. I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on your teammate? Your teammate had a pretty good race, also.
A great comeback, of course. He didn't manage to put in a lap, unfortunately, during qualifying. But I don't know from the top of my head where he finished, but I
Sixth.
believe he got some points.
Yeah.
6th, yeah. I mean, last to 6. That's not bad at all. So, I mean, congrats to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you, Brodo. Hopefully, the little snippets will finally get on the
Yeah.
top step of the podium soon.
Hopefully,
Thank you for your time.
no problem.
Take care.
I will do. Bye-bye.
Right,
Why is
we've
Brian
now
in the
got
waiting
so
room
many
again?
people in this waiting room.
Wait, but now Brodo's
Just
in the
ignore
waiting
it.
room
He's
again.
probably talking. They're just
Well-
probably talking to people.
Reese was next,
Um,
I believe.
Yeah, let's talk to Reese.
There we go. Reese.
Oh,
Hello. Oh,
I don't want to talk about it.
Hello, Reese.
are you?
Oh, you don't want to talk about? Oh, bye.
No, I do.
Oh, he does.
Are you okay?
I'm not okay. Too much happened,
hmm
and very little of it to my own fault. I think my biggest. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, because there were a bunch of pop-ups on my screen. My biggest mistake was pitting under the VSE
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because I thought it would be a regular safety car.
Yeah.
Because everyone was backwards and sideways on the track. So I pitted, and then it was a VSC. So that screwed me over, because then I had to pit again on like lap 16.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had no tyres for the safety car, even though I was cooking. And then there was a safety car because some muppet binned into the pit wall. I don't even know how you do that.
I think you're talking about Swanky.
No, that was
It was one of the
guys.
Mercedes. I thought it was.
It was
Reed
guys
or-
on the It was guys.
Guys did it too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, did they both do it?
Oh, Swankier
Yeah.
definitely did it
Well,
once.
Swankier did it. Swankier did it earlier. I think
Yeah.
that was maybe the reason for the VSC, but the safety car was
No,
guys.
the VSC was because of a crash between a McLaren and a kick.
Well, I think
after
Swankier
the
just went into the pit
right-hander
wall for some reason.
towards the end,
He just wanted to see it.
and then so I was like, oh,
Well, you might.
may as well pit, and then that screwed me. And then
Mhm.
I pitted again, and then I got back up to where I was, but then, and I was chasing after, I think it was like Dwin, and I was doing fine, but then there was a safety car, and I thought, I probably don't need to. I only pitted 2 laps ago. No, bad idea, because then everyone behind me had faster tires,
Mhm.
and then I was battling with Joe Clark at the end, and I don't know who it was. It was a Red Bull.
Magster. It was probably Magster.
Spun. Yeah, I
Oh.
wouldn't be surprised. Her pace was massively off. And apparently she was all over
Well, I
the place.
think Maxter was
don't know.
too far back. I felt like Maxter
Yeah,
was too
actually,
far back.
I think it was the other one.
See, the
Anyway.
It
problem.
might have been that
Yeah.
other one.
Go ahead. Doc Main.
Whoever it was like backwards on the pit straight. And I was with Joe Clark, and he went around the outside. He was fine, but I think he got a 10-second penalty for an illegal overtake. Anyway, he'll tell you about that later. I went to the inside because I couldn't go to the outside because he was there, and I couldn't brake on time because I had to move at the same time. So I braked too late. I hit Joe Clark. I spun. I got hit by Ash, and then a kick, I don't know who it was, went round the outside of me and gave my rear left a puncture,
Mm.
and then I just crashed. And at that point, I was
Fair
in the
enough.
gravel, so I just retired. So
Right.
Yeah,
there was no point
Well.
continuing. I had no front wing
Mhm.
and no rear wheels.
yeah. The race was looking good for you until just some strategy.
Yeah. I mean, I think my
Unfortunately,
consistency was all right, but then,
hmm
I mean, on the graphic that BT's done, it says my race pace was like quite low. Although that was because my tires, relative to everyone else, was always like lagging behind on the pit stops.
Mhm.
But other than that, I thought I was doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah, I don't know. It was a shit show
hmm
towards the end.
What do you think about your qualifying?
We don't talk about my qualifying.
Okay.
Because,
I knew he was going to say that.
No, I'm sorry. I was like half a second up, like, or 7/10 anyway. I was 7/10 up, or something like that, and I went, and you know the fast left right, the big one,
Yeah.
and I hit
Yep.
the wall on the outside of
Oh.
the entrance to the corner, and it invalidated my lap,
Mhm.
like that was
Yeah.
going to help my speed,
Mhm.
right? So
Devil did do
and
that
then-
as well.
and then so I had no laps because of idiocy from myself, the game code, and Swankier, who like got in my way, and I had to dive bomb the guy, and then there was no point anyway.
Mhm.
And then I managed to get 1 lap in, but it was awful. It was a 17.5. I can do so much better. I can do like 16s, low 16s.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
disgusting.
there's
Hopefully you have a better time in the Netherlands, which is the next race. Oh, actually, no,
I don't
you
think I'll even
won't
hear, bro.
be here for that.
I'm not
Yeah.
You'll be
here.
here for the sprint race of
Britain. No,
Bahrain.
Bahrain, not Britain. Sorry.
Oh yes, Bahrain, one of my worst tracks. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I'm so
Well,
nice.
I love
Anyway,
this.
here's to better luck for you,
Right.
Bahrain.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
As long as I don't get another puncture like I did last time.
I remember that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Reese.
Take care.
Hit it. Wait.
All right. Who do you want to bring in next?
We did Brian already.
Mhm.
Maybe Joe Clark.
Yeah.
I'd say either Joe Clark or Devil. Which one are you thinking?
Let's bring Joe Clark in here. Devil's mooted, so
Works for me. Joe Clark.
How's it going, dude?
Hello.
it's going very good.
Fantastic
Eventful
drive.
first race.
Yeah, not bad, eh? That 10 seconds is coming off, though. I've already found the clip on my stream.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The only problem with these 10-second penalties, because there are late safety cars, it's kind of justify giving you seconds back per se.
There was, but if it, even for an illegal overtake where I'm on the start-finish straight, I wasn't
Did
illegal
this
overtake.
did this happen after safety car or before?
2 laps to go, so there wasn't a safety car afterwards.
Okay, so it should be removed then.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Yeah.
There's no
The thing is-
way it was my fault, you know.
The thing is, we get people get the 10 seconds before the safety car, and then they're all bunched up, and it's not fair to get rid of all the 10 seconds. Because we just have new winners.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
they
I get that.
possibly couldn't really reserve it.
Yeah, I get that. It does happen in real life, though, but that's up to you guys. You run the league, so you make
Yeah.
rules. But there wasn't a safety car afterwards where it would have impacted it. I
Mhm.
think there's a couple more reports
Yeah.
that'll be coming from me, just little bumps and stuff.
Well,
But other than that, it was
The
pretty clean.
problem in real life is that you wouldn't have gotten the penalty in the first.
Yeah.
That's true. For my instance, I mean, yeah, you're right. To be fair, so.
Yeah, that's why we've kind of got to compromise with 10 seconds. But if it's happened after the safety car, it should be fully.
Yeah, it was 2 laps to go, because I'm pretty sure, because it was Doc Main was the one that I think tabbed out or something. He's the one I went past, and then Reese had the collision with him or something like that behind me. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, pretty clean. Other than that, I think if it does come off, it should be P6, 7-ish, something like that. So
That would be great.
Okay, fair enough. That was good drive then.
yeah, I like the graphics, by the way.
And
It's exposing my consistency.
Well, we didn't even know those graphics were coming. From
Yeah, me
Pixel.
neither.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, to be fair.
Yeah, they're quite cool.
Something I
Well,
wanted to talk to you about. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you can continue.
You had a very good lap. Like I know you didn't qualify where you wanted to, but you had a very good qualifying lap. And I just feel like that's something that it surprised me. I knew you were going to do well. And I mean, it just the thing is there's just so many fast people. It's just hard to really crack the top 5, but how much have you been working in the off season? Because that is a pretty big improvement, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I won't like it could have been better. Like I missed turn 1 apex, and I found 3 attempts on my last lap, which I then elevated for track limits. But to be fair, I've been doing a bit of practice. Me and Nathan and Aiden, we do our own little mini series, just us 3.
Yeah.
Where it's like we've got our own calendar set up and stuff, and we've been doing that, up the difficulty on that. And seeing all the Italian guys come in who are just crazy quick, it's kind of made me want to, like you say, the top 5 is pretty much a lock most weeks, apart from penalties and stuff.
Yeah.
So you got to practice and put in the work to get better. So yeah, I've been doing a fair bit, to be fair.
Yeah, it's very evident.
We've seen you. We've seen you improve so much, especially beginning of the end of last season as well. We saw you getting podiums and things.
Yeah, the start of last year, I was a bit shy, for a better word, for not actually wanting to fight people, just to stay out their way. Do you know what I mean? But now I've settled in a bit, got comfy. You know, even the people that are quicker, I'm not necessarily gonna wave them by, but I'm not gonna hold them up massively. You know?
Right.
So yeah, and it's just knowing your fights as well. Like clearly, if you're on a tire disadvantage and someone's on fresh, let them pull you along, like play the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, Joe. That was a
It was a
fantastic
lovely
race. We
interview.
hope to see you next week in Netherlands.
Yeah, I'll be
Hopefully
there.
that's a good track for you. So we'll see you
Should
then.
be. We'll see.
All right, peace.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right.
Do you
I
want to
like
do
these
another
two
one or?
options. Ant-Man or Darkman?
Both? I'd
Yeah,
like-
so yeah. Let's just do these two. Darkman was there first, so we'll do him, and we'll
Mhm.
save Ant-Man for last.
Yeah.
I definitely want to hear his thoughts. What's up, Darkman? How you doing? Or Darkman?
Hey, what's up?
I am very, very happy and impressed for you. I know it wasn't perfect, but your first race as a full-time driver, you scored in the points. How do you feel?
Pretty good. I mean, I definitely feel like I could have done better. I had a lot of moments, especially at the wind there with the last 360 I did on the straight.
We don't
A
talk
little
about
bit. Had my spine tingling a bit, but
that.
it went pretty smoothly. I was once I got that little bit of wing damage from Tearful's DNF, I
Mhm.
just was charging through the field on the hards.
Yeah.
And so I took as long as I could with the hards, and I was just praying for a safety car,
Mhm.
and it happened. It was pretty good, but I feel great. I mean, I can't be mad, especially starting outside the points and getting points is
Yeah.
a good race overall.
How do you feel about your pace throughout the race, though? Do you think you did okay?
I think my pace was pretty good, but I think I definitely, I don't know if I'm being hard on myself, but I definitely feel like I could have been quicker. Australia is not my strongest track,
Mm-hmm.
and just trying to keep it within the lines.
Right.
That's one thing for sure.
What I wanted to
Um,
sorry, keeping on with the pace, by the way. You had the 11th best race pace in the grid, just to put things in perspective for you. Like, there were drivers who finished above you that you had a better race pace than.
well, that's definitely good. That's definitely a good feeling for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know that a lot of the drivers are very quick too, so
For sure.
hands down to that. And yeah, just try and keep as quick as I can. And well, I guess if I have a smoother race next time, I might be higher in the points.
Yeah,
Try and go for a
absolutely.
podium.
Driving a clean race is half of the battle, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And sometimes everything just doesn't go the way you want it to. But I think for the situation you were dealt, new team, new teammate, you know, not a ton of experience racing in this league, a little bit, but, you know, not a ton. I think you did a great job fitting in where you could. And considering the last race you did was filling in the shoes of someone who was a champion, I think you did a good
Yeah.
job. And keep in mind, you finished 2 positions below him. And above
Yeah, that was
people
pretty
who...
good.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, and I know I think I qualified right behind him too
Mhm.
at one
Yeah.
point.
I think you
Yep, you got
did.
P11, he got P10.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
one... Dude, you're right there. I'm telling you, you did a great job. You're doing better than you thought you would. And I expect big things from you this season, for sure.
Well, thank you very much.
You have a lot of potential.
Right, next race is the Netherlands. We're excited to see what you can do there. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, take care, man.
You too.
Now it is time
Right. Last one,
for Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Oh, I just put him in the wrong one. Oopsie, hold on.
Yep.
Sorry, man, brought you to the
Maybe
wrong
you are
call. What's
right.
up, man?
Okay.
First race in F124. How do you feel?
Um.
Do you feel the competition is very, very high level?
Yeah.
P14,
Okay.
though.
So no, it's all good. All good. Hold on. I cannot hear you guys. Or no.
We're just not talking.
Oh no. Okay. No. There it is. Okay.
Your first
actually
race
felt great.
in F124.
That felt great, even for a first race. However,
Yeah.
I have to just say this. These track limits are insane.
Mhm.
Even
Yeah.
to my standard. This is dumb. I went off the track, and I mean this, 1 centimeter, and it called me
Yep.
breaking the limit. I'm appealing all three because that's how it was. But
Story of my
that's
life.
that's besides the pace. That's besides the case.
Unfortunately, that probably won't be removed.
Yeah, we don't really go through
there- I mean,
the track
these are
limit
dumb.
one.
They actually cost me a position. But
Track limits is will be set by the game, and it's only if you were off track limits that I would.
Yeah,
I'll be honest now. Apart from that, it actually felt great. Apart from whenever I messed up and let Brian go by, whenever I didn't want that to happen, but couldn't control it.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, it felt weird not catching up to Mag, who was 3 seconds ahead. I'll be honest, it did feel a little weird. We're on the same tire, so what's going on here?
I noticed that
I checked
too.
my tire. It's at 54 and 44. Oh yeah, that explains a lot.
Might have had something to do with it, maybe.
Maybe, just maybe. That's cool. I'll be honest, even with my teammate not being DNFing, I almost got to the top 10 to get some points, but
Yeah.
it's hard, especially when your start is ruined by someone named Brian being horizontal in the middle of the road, and you have nowhere to go.
Oh, okay.
True. I was worried
that was
for a
my
second.
start. Yeah, no, that ruined my whole race. Because I was, I think, 10 to 12 seconds down after that, and it was just, I can't catch up now.
Yeah.
Just gotta go with the flow.
The last question I wanted to ask you very quickly is, I don't think we've seen you race at the Netherlands for a good while. I mean, I know you did in the F123, but we didn't see those races. So, what do you think? How do you think you're going to perform at Netherlands? Do you think you're going to do better or worse than you did at Australia today?
Okay, so I got P14 here out of 20.
Right.
The Netherlands is one of my worst tracks.
Oh no.
Oh.
I hate that track.
That's a big concern, then.
If I have to put a prediction on it, 18.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
You can do better than 18th.
That's if penalties are involved.
Okay, true. I still think you can do better than 18th. But anyway, glad to see you on the F124 side of things, by the way.
Yeah, just that pace is just crazy though.
You can get that up though. You can definitely improve that. I'd say
It's funny that you mentioned that, because in the middle of qualifying, I set a lap that was a second faster than my previous one, and y'all just. I was surprised that you didn't switch over to see that it was a whole second faster, which actually impressed me, because I didn't know it was that fast.
There's 20 people on track.
I know, but it was there was nothing
of everyone.
special going on at that time. Sure, it was towards the end of it, but there was nothing special apart from who snagged second. Was it Aiden?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but apart from that, that was last second.
I mean, you got to keep in mind, you set a 119, and the people we
I
were
know,
looking at had
but
a 115.
I don't know what I have to do to improve or anything. So, because even practicing with Brian, I still feel slow, but I'm kind of there.
You're getting
Like,
better,
I can
though.
defend him, but apart from that, it's like I just got to be in that 1 second range. But since he pulls out, I don't know.
I also think your finishing position is misleading. I think you could outpace Maxter. I think you could. Even
no, for sure.
Even in the
I
race
agree with
pace
him.
that you outpaced her.
Slightly, but it was.
But
still
nevertheless, you still
more.
did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's kind of like why my lap in qualifying was a whole second faster. I was just determined to be faster.
Yeah. I mean that she's basically your rival now. But anyway.
So far, that's the closest one anyway.
Happy to have you here. We appreciate your time for the interview, and we will see you next week for Netherlands.
Yay!
See
Not
you,
gonna
dude.
be fun.
You'll be all right, man. All right, peace.
Sure. All right. See you.
All right, let's end the stream now and go watch it back, dude. We've been streaming for 2 hours.
I'm gonna leave. I wanna maybe go to sleep.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta catch the race in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, goodbye, RJ. And as for everyone watching the stream,
Goodbye.